How did you get into project management?
Well, I got an engineering degree out of Colorado State, and I went to work for Shell Oil Company in California, and we were doing projects in the oil field. And I didn't really like the oil industry that much, and so that's when I came back to Colorado, and I was working on a master's degree, but you could pick an area of emphasis, and I picked engineering economy, project management, sort of the more managerial side of
Okay.
engineering. And, got instruction in PERT diagrams and, that kind of thing and estimating, but from a book learning side of it. And then got hired by Kodak and was doing engineering work, but it was mostly project engineering, installing equipment, getting areas up and running, debugging machinery, all that kind of stuff. And that's when then we started, doing all the project management, PMI, and all of that. And then when I came to Rochester, Kodak formed the project management division.
Got
And
it.
I was named the director. And I did that for a number of years. And then I went out and actually managed one of the digital printing products that Kodak had, the business unit.
Okay.
And, but there was a lot of project management involved in managing a business unit too.
Yes.
New product developments, managing research and development, managing the manufacturing, getting it all work together. And
Yes.
then I got back into project management again in Kodak in a big way because they formed a worldwide organization that had project managers and estimators and schedulers all in one unit. And so it wasn't just a Rochester-based thing. We had
Okay.
people in France and England and Australia and other places that were doing this. And, that's when Kodak was then building big projects in China.
Right.
And those were some very big projects that we were involved in.
Definitely spoke with a couple of other folks, a couple of other past presidents who talked about those big projects in China.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes. And how that was really eye-opening.
yeah. It was a really great experience.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so you went from engineering to engineering management, and you're not the first to mention that. It seems to be the underpinnings of project management, and then moved into managerial. When did you get your PMP?
Well, let's see. January 1st, 1988. I happen to have the plaque on my wall here. Yeah.
What number are you?
PMP number 215.
215.
Yeah.
That says a lot. That says a lot. It also says you were never going to take that test again, right?
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
To all of our new members, it's worth it. It's worthwhile.
Yeah.
It's worth it. And it opens so many doors within the career. So let's travel down that. So you started at the top. You started as the president, and what we've been talking to people is their journey into the presidency. So you had the presidency for 2 years. We'll come back and talk about how, some of the things that you really felt great about the accomplishments, not only just getting this up and off the ground, but what were some of the initial initiatives and strategic objectives of forming this organization and getting it off the ground. What happened? Where did your journey take you after the presidency?
Inside of PMI, you mean?
Yes.
Well, I continued, to participate, of course,
Okay.
and was on the board, but not as the president. And
Right.
Just until I moved out of that kind of work in Kodak and then retired from Kodak. But I will have to say then the project management knowledge and information served me well because I then went on to, I got hired as an executive director for a national association called the Southeastern Construction Owners and Associates Roundtable. And they were a bunch of companies that were doing projects that they needed for their business. As an example, a lot of the companies were utilities, and they were
Okay.
putting in power plants and, refurbishing power plants and all of that. And um, the, the association was very small. It was Florida based. And I asked them, what do you want to do? And they said, well, we want to grow this. And I immediately came back to my PMI experience in Rochester and said, okay, well, then we're going to have quality programs, hold our meetings in nice places. and and that is what we did. And we started out with, I think it was 18 companies.
Okay.
And I just retired from that 2 years ago. And
Wow.
we had 120 companies, and it's a southeastern region. It goes from Virginia all the way down Florida and all the way over to Texas.
Wow.
And big companies involved. And so, I've used it my whole career. The knowledge that you get and the experience and discipline associated with the whole practice. And I would recommend anybody who is in business of any type to get some kind of knowledge and experience around projects and get good at it, because it'll serve you really well.
It serves you really well at home too. One
It
of the,
does. Yeah.
it's a life skill. And that's something that keeps bubbling up in all of these interviews as well, is how much it's a life skill. You may never get your child to clean their room, but trust me, you can get the car packed for vacation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. And you can get there on time.
Yes, maybe.
Yeah,
We still have resource management in there.
yeah, right. That's right.
Working with difficult resources, there's another topic. But